Africa historically, sub-Saharan Africa, has been fundamental to the global prosperity of the advanced countries. Okay? And Africa had a role to play. It has a role as a raw material producer. We will not allow sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else. So let's get clear about that. Okay, and this means all the economic structures, all the global institutions, and the economics we teach everyone is all designed to keep Africa exactly where it is.
Hello, my name is Rebecca Blay, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today we are going to talk about what is really going on in this war, the war that is going on without weapons, without anything, but it is called trade war. It's between USA and China. We all know that war comes to once the war starts, it means that to control land, to steal it, and to control resources. That's the main agenda of what to war. But this time around, as the world is moving faster, the war have changed its faces. But they are facing right now that we are going is that they will have the power to control people and their resources. There are b- trade battle that is going on between USA and China. Or if you are not Chinese or the USA, you would think that you are not affected. But let me mind you, there's one bigger giant that is the dollar that influence in every single country in this one. Maybe you will say that your money has the biggest influence, but one or two something there is influence in the dollar. When it comes to China, China almost produces, if you let's say the truth, almost produces 80% of everything in this world. So it's also in the economic side of producing, and we are buying it. Let's get into it. Let me tell you, many people I will say that USA can collapse. Yeah, it might be true, but the day that will stop using the dollar, that the USA will collapse. USA and USA will not stay there for it to be collapsed. That's why it will never happen. But these two things that they are doing, it all falls in Africa. Why am I saying that? Let me remind you, Africa is the only continent that is most. I have 54 plus country in it, and it have the most richest continent in this one. Let me tell you, the most richest continent in this one. Every single thing that you see outside of your country that they made it to for you to consume or something, it came through Africa. The mobile that you are using, the thing that is inside came through Africa. Every single thing, the gold, the diamond, even if you said your country have the largest gold reserve, it came through Africa, and it didn't come with maybe negotiation. It came with stealing, brutality, and what killing people. That's the way that it came to your country. Have you ever wondered and asked yourself why is it there is no golden mine in France, but meanwhile there is a lot of gold reserve in the country? Have you ever asked yourself this question? Let's come back to Africa and let's deal with the West. USA have made it his mind that there is you want to become the bully of this one. Nobody in this outside of USA think that you is a good person. If you're a USA person and you're listening to me, I want you to remind you that USA has been your country has become like a gate, that it's a fence and there is a gate on it, and we can hear noises inside, and who doesn't want to see what's really happening when you hear noises? So they will come and make propaganda on your television and the medias, and they will sell out the other part of the world to you people that it is shit, and they will leave you and they will cramp you. So this is how your people doesn't come out of outside USA. There are many things that is not even bad about USA, but the noise that they make it when your people come over, they say, "What is this called the USA?" You can say that, oh, Maybe we come to the USA if we really do out to our country, but it's about the perspective about your country, and your government has sold your country out. That makes it like that. But I want to come to Africa. USA has established over 5,000 military bases over or around the world, not because they want to keep make, peacekeeping, because peace is far from USA, but to keep the dollar attached so that the dollar eh, will not fall. Because when they are in that countries, they don't have peace, and they create wars so that they will pretend that they are doing it. But I have some reason and some things that I want to share with my brothers Africans and sisters, and every person that is listening to me. I want to share this one with you. What's our thing before the USA can crumble down, the empire of the USA can crumble down. The only thing that we do is that we have to remove all the military base in the Africa continent, all the military base, a US military base in the African continent. Because when they are in the African continent, you would think that they are not doing nothing, but they are contributing a lot to the country. First of all, the one thing that they do is that they inspire or spices the people in the country. What is going on? What is it? And they give back the information to the people. And their government will sit down to do an analysis how to propaganda it and how to destroy and divide the people so that their mind will not come together. Another thing Another thing that Africa can do that we can truly become the next empire of this world is that our government must reserve our gold, our minerals to ourselves. And when they are coming for it, we can bargain it fairly so that we'll have our minerals to back up of our currency. Because if you are not contributing any to the dollar, when you say something, your voice doesn't go. But if you're contributing something to the dollar and they know that when you pull out what you have, the dollar will collapse. That is the time that USA will listen to you, something that you want to talk about it. Another thing that we have to do is that the youth of Africa need to use social media very well and send messages. We need to, when we are on social media, we need to use the platform to promote peace, to promote unity. When you see a Nigeria, you shouldn't shout, and you should know that it's another breed of you. When you see South Africa and it's something is so going on, please sit down and ask, because if you don't ask, there are different speeches of you. I'm from Ghana. I learned that Kenyans grow peppers a lot, but they don't eat peppers a lot. But when they come to my country, Ghana, we eat pepper a lot. There are many things that they don't eat, we eat, but the same skin, but the same Africa. So if you don't understand something, you need to ask. You don't have to bully people, because the more that you do, you create coercion, that is tension between the two country or the other country. Another thing that we should do as Africans, we need to be each and every day brother keeper. Let's say that recently, what is the attack that is going on Burkina Faso President Ibrahim Traore? It is the slave and the porn, the trade that is in the world, Africa, that is selling out. So right now, it's 20 assassination that's on him. Another thing that we can do as an African, that we can go for them to change the curriculum of the colonialism. The only thing that we can do is to change it, the work of the colonialism in our curriculum, because that thing can break 60% of our mentality, how we build it. We beat it. Another thing that we can do as our government can do is mind you, black people, I want to say this truth. Black people are God built it all. In nature built it in a way that you will never do something that will be expert, that will be cleansing. You are born as a queen and as a king. So what does it mean? A queen has a goal. You're supposed to be treated, you're supposed to have servant and you pay them. So maybe I want to pay a hotel. I have to take people from Turkey to come and pay it for me. Mine is that I will use my resources to pay them and finish it. When you take a white person to build a house and we to take a black person to build, you will see a difference. I didn't mean that we cannot do much better, but the truth is that God created these people, or all of us together, so that we can go hand in hand. But it's the greediness of some races that have made the world better and not comprehensive for us, all of us, to live together. So what I'm trying to say is that black people are not supposed to be poor. If you're black, you're not supposed to be poor. Your main agenda is to trade, to have money, to be rich, so that what you cannot do with your brain, with your mind, you can pay other people to serve you with it. But right now, Africa has become, or black people race and the continent has become, like we have become slave and not a master. This reminded the version of the Bible in the book of Psalm. That's it. They say, Prince and prince and kings are working while the slave people are are riding the horses. It means that we that we are supposed to pay these people so that they will serve us, we are using and we are giving freely at the same time we are serving them. Another thing we can do to support or create balance in the cohesion of this one is that Africa needs to bring the books of our forefathers, that the people that start to get independent, because these people have lived with these people for so long, so they know their tricks and their rules, so that we will learn and know how to go with it. If you appreciate you for agree with it. Please, if you have any suggestion, write in the comment section and let us know. And let please share it for other people to hear. Thank you so much. I will be discussing and cover what is going on in Africa, the world, and how to do business in Africa. Thank you for listening to me. Please stay blessed and be positive to Africa. Because Africa today, it wasn't Africa yesterday. It means that maybe we can be tortoise, but I know one day. So far as China has got out of the poverty, and there are some people that was sending money to China, it means that we Africa also, there are some things that we can do for ourselves. Thank you so much.